When I was younger, my mom used to tell me stories before bedtime. One time she told me a story about a guy who was cast away and lost in the jungle. He was all alone. There were wild animals threatening him, poisonous plants, and overall, his chances of survival were pretty slim. But then, he found a stream of water, and he started following it. For 3 days he walked, facing all the dangers of the jungle, not giving up, always following the water. And after 3 days, he reached a village, and he was saved. For as long as humanity has existed, people have settled near the water, because water means life. So following the water was actually the best shot he had, and it worked. And whether that story is really true or not, doesn't really matter. What it teaches us is that even in the worst situation, there is always a ray of hope. Albus Dumbledore once said, "Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light." It is a quote that always resonated with me. We all go through hard times, and sometimes life is very dark, but there is always a light somewhere. You just need to find it. Hope is what keeps us going. It's what we hold on to when we have nothing else, and it is hope that gets us through the worst times. There were times in my life where I really didn't know how to go on. Everything seemed bad, and it didn't look like there was any chance of it ever getting better. But I kept holding on, taking it one day at a time. Life is a roller coaster. It always goes up and down. But there is one rule to life. If you hit rock bottom, the only way to go is up. And very often, when you get to a point with a situation where you feel like there is no way that you're ever going to get out of this, that's the very moment when things change for the better. I know a guy who years ago was left by his girlfriend. His world shattered into pieces. He tried everything to get her back. He even prayed, but nothing worked. About a year after that, he met another woman. They've been happily married for years. Nowadays, when I talk to him, he tells me that he's actually glad that it didn't work out with his first girlfriend. Even though he was very angry at the time, and he felt like this was the worst situation in his entire life, in the end, something much better came from it. So if you are in a situation where you feel like you've lost everything, just remember that every ending is also a new start. And maybe it's the start of something much better. So if you made plans that didn't work out, just pick yourself up and try again. Because the most amazing things in life tend to happen just that very moment when you're about to give up. Did you ever notice that a flame can be divided endlessly? You can light 1,000 candles with just one single flame. And that's the way hope works as well. If there are people around you who seem to have lost hope, try to pick them up. Give them hope. If we all stick together, if we all give each other hope, we will get through everything. Because no matter how bad a situation is, in the end, hope always wins.